those swatches. Now let's jump straight in and create a look using this. I was like one of the last UK bloggers to get this. It was sent to me by Urban Decay, by the way, guys. Thank you so much, Urban Decay. So yes, I am very, very late on doing a video, but I hope you guys still care about my thoughts on this palette. It does have a magnetic closure. It does have a full-size mirror, and then these are the eyeshadows. Now my first initial thoughts, they do look a lot richer in person, like a lot deeper, because usually what happens is I'll see a picture of something online, think, oh my god, that looks lovely and deep, order it and it will come like light and ashy, but this one actually looks really, really deep. Lovely, lovely deep colors. So I want to do like a deep smoky eye. So it does come with a double-ended eyeshadow brush, like most of the Naked, if not all of the Naked eyeshadow palettes have it. I mean, it's definitely a good brush and it will apply eyeshadow, of course, but I just prefer to have a bigger, fluffier brush like this one. As you can see, it's just a little bit bigger and easier to blend. So yeah, I like to use brushes like this, which are a lot more fluffy. This would be good for applying color on the outer V though, so it's definitely a good brush. Definitely keep it if you do get the palette. So I'm gonna start with the shade Sourced, which is kind of like this peachy color right there. Very, very pigmented, as you can see. Little bit of fallout right there, but nothing too crazy. I think every palette has kickback, guys. Like, it's not gonna always be wow. Oh wow. Okay. Blends like a dream. No fallout. Very pigmented. And it's actually showing up on my skin tone. You know, I get so shocked when light colors show up on my skin. But wow, this is actually showing up as like a warm tone caramel brown. And this is only the light shade, guys. I'm actually so surprised at how much it is showing up, and it is actually building up as well. It's getting slightly darker. Also, guys, I checked my drawers and I was putting all of my warm tone palettes up against this Naked Heat palette, and believe it or not, I actually don't have anything similar to this palette. I was pulling out all of my warm tone eyeshadows, which is quite a lot, but none of them have the correct undertone like this palette has. Like, yeah, it's a warm eyeshadow, but it doesn't have the deep, rich undertone. Definitely not the pigmentation of this palette. So I can't actually find a dupe in my collection. I'm not saying there's not a dupe out there, but in my personal collection, I can't find it. And I clearly can't stop applying this color. So moving on, next I'm going to take the shade Low Blow, which is the next neutral type of brown next to it, camel brown, and also put this into my crease. Oh my gosh, it is showing up. Okay, so I am loving how it is looking so far. I've only got 2 eyeshadows on my eyes, and to be honest, I thought these 2 eyeshadows wouldn't show up, but as you can see, they are actually really, really blowing me away. So next I'm going to take the shade He Devil, which is this like warm tone, reddish toned color in the middle here, and I'm also going to put that in my crease. The pigmentation on these shadows are just so good. Gorgeous red toned brown, loving that. I mean, so far the palette is performing exactly how I expected it to perform. Really good blendable pigmented matte colors. I didn't expect anything else from Urban Decay. Okay, so I'm gonna skip the shade Cayenne, which is this one right here. I just feel like it's not gonna add anything to the look right now because my look is just warm tone brown, so adding another warm tone brown won't change it that much. But I'm gonna dip into the one next to it, which is called En Fuego, which is like a purpley toned maroon color. It's a really nice one. Wow, I love this color. I think everybody loves this color, like a maroonish red. Beautiful. This color, it does have a little bit of fallout on my nose and cheek, but nothing too crazy. Plus I always do my concealer and everything after I finish my eyeshadow, so fallout on my face never really bothers me as long as it's not too cray cray, because I do have foundation on. I am loving this En Fuego shade. This is my jam. So blendable, like so easy to work with. Then I'm going to take the shade Ashes, which is the deep purple eggplant shade, and I'm just going to place this all over the lid. The brush is super soft, of course. Okay, so the brush is definitely working at putting that dark shade on my lid. Okay, Okay, so for not putting a base down, I feel like that dark color built up perfectly in the crease. I'm just gonna dip into that in Fuego shade, put a little bit through the crease. Help blend everything together. Okay, then the final step, I'm gonna take the darkest shimmer in this palette, which is called Ember. This one here on the end, it is like a warm toned brown shimmer color, and I'm just gonna tap this onto my eye. Gorgeous color. The fact that I'm putting it on top of a matte color is the reason why the shimmer is not turning up too much. I wanted that on purpose. Like, I don't want it too reflective, but I did want a little bit of shimmer on the lid. Okay, then before I forget, which I usually do, I'm gonna add my inner corner highlight. Now, there isn't really a shimmery, bright color in this palette. The lightest one is kind of like a satin finish. It's not really shimmery, so I'm gonna try dab some here and see. Okay, it definitely has some reflection. It's just not what I want to use for my inner corner. A gold would have been amazing for this palette, actually. A really nice, vibrant, intense gold. So I'm gonna have to put the shade Lumber, is that how you say it? Lumber, which is this kind of rose gold color here. Let's see how this works out. I mean, it definitely looks better, but I want something brighter for my inner corner. So I'm gonna use this for now, but I'm gonna top it with my highlighter, whatever shade I use for my highlighter later. Whatever I use for my cheeks, I'm also gonna dab it on my inner corner because I just feel like I need a bright, shimmery color. But yeah, I'm gonna quickly go off camera, do the rest of my face, and then I'll come back to give you my thoughts on the palette. Okay, girlies, and I'm back. So the look is now complete. Let me tell you quickly what is on my lips. I used the LA Splash Velvet Matte Liquid Lipstick in the shade Dark Mocha. I absolutely love this color. I did use a lip liner with it, but you don't really need a lip liner. It's like the perfect dark brown mauve. There is a swatch of it, so as you can see, really similar to what I have on my lips. Even though I do have a lip liner, you don't need a lip liner with it. So let me go ahead and give you my thoughts on the palette. So the verdict is in. It's a thumbs up. I love this palette. It's so blendable, really pigmented, really deep colors, which I wasn't expecting. I know on my channel I like to promote affordable stuff, so let's just put affordable to the side right now, put our high-end hats on and review it for what it is. It is a high-end palette at the end of the day. It retails for £39.50, I believe. So let's just pretend we had £39.50 in our pocket to spare. Would you buy this palette? Yes, I would. I mean, the mattes are absolutely gorgeous. The shimmers are so pigmented. One swipe and you get full pigment. Like, I am obsessed with this palette. It is definitely worth the £39. I mean, they are just such gorgeous eyeshadows. I haven't encountered any problems with this using it today. Just overall, I get a really good feeling about this palette. I liked using it today. I feel like I'm gonna get tons of use out of it. And even though I have tons of warm tone eyeshadows in my collection, none of them are like this. None of them have deep, rich pigment to it. Most of them are like a warm tone orange or a warm tone red. Like, none of them have such depth to it, if you understand what I mean. So yeah, girlies, that is it for this review. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, please go ahead, give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye.